Hey guys, my name is Frank. This is Pogvlog, and today I'm going to be playing I Became a Dog, which is this cool little escape the room mystery dog simulation game where you wake up one morning after a bender and you realize that you've become a dog. And you kind of have to go around as this little brown dog, kind of figure out what's going on. So I've played through the game a couple times, which is important to know because I start out with the fart and the bark abilities. Now, when you start the game out and you haven't beaten it before, when you talk to these different dogs, you're not going to be able to understand what they say because they actually just say like woof woof. So all the text will just be woofs. And you have to eat the dog food in order to understand more of what they're saying. So a lot of this game is just catching bugs and barking and getting food. So in order to get the fart and the bark techniques, you have to talk to this old looking dog who's jumping up and down over here. He's trying to become human again too because apparently he was a human before. He'll tell you kind of everything you need to know if you're lost. Alright, I learned barking again. You learn the techniques over, even though you keep them after you beat the game. So like I said, I think I mentioned there are 5 different endings. I'm going to let you in on a little hint right here, spoiler alert. You have to let this guy die in order to get the best ending. And, yeah, this guy dies too. So it gets pretty intense. Just looking at it, you might think this is just another crappy escape the room game. Well, it's not. It's actually pretty intense. A lot of times what you're going to have to do to progress, actually pretty much all the time, every time you play, you're going to have to talk to Tommy over here. She's this little Pomeranian Chihuahua. I don't know what it is. You're going to want to say yes to doing her favors. So the first thing she asks you is, hey, I need a toy from the bathroom. As you can see, there's the bathroom, and she wants that rubber duck. So how to get the rubber duck? You gotta talk to this scaredy cat dog over here and get him a mouse in order for him to hook you up with some information. How do you get a mouse? Well, you gotta talk to James for the mouse. I've already accumulated 837 bugs because I just played this game. It would be kind of a drag to do a review of this game without having played it before because it kind of progresses slowly the first time you play it. So you gotta talk to James after you talk to Tommy. You gotta bring him 100 bugs. He will then give you the mouse, which you can use to get information from this scaredy cat dog over here. Give him the mouse. Come on now. He's gonna be like, James hid something in the kitchen. Come over to the sink, and you get the bathroom key. But you're not going to get that rubber duck yet, because even if you go to the bathroom, you're going to be too afraid of the water to get the duck. So what you want to do is come over here to this old dog. And by the way, don't forget to fart every now and then, because you want to be collecting bugs as often as you can. It gets to be kind of a drag if, you get to a point in the story where you need bugs and you haven't been collecting them. Because then you got to wait around and collect a ton of bugs. And this game does not have invasive ads by any means, but when you use all your fart and your bark techniques, you recharge the meter by watching an ad, or you can wait a long time for them to recharge. So this guy charges you 300 bugs, teaches you the technique swimming. Now we can go back over here and get this rubber duck. Now these are things you're going to have to do to get all the endings. You're going to have to get the rubber duck every time. You're going to have to talk to James. You're going to have to talk to Tommy. You're going to have to talk to the old dog. So I give Tommy the toy. You found my toy for me. You're such a nice dog, aren't you? So can you do me another favor? Someone pushed me when I was eating and I got hurt. First aid medicine must be somewhere in the house. Please find it, please. Got a kind of a sarcastic dog there. So when in doubt, just go around and talk to all these different dogs. But what you're going to want to do is raise your speed a little bit with this dog. My speed's all the way up already. But in order to get a certain ending, you're going to have top speed. In order to get another ending, however, you're going to have low speed. So raise your speed, keep your speed low, and you'll get different endings. I think if I try to raise my speed, he'll tell me that I've already reached the highest speed. I'm not going to do anything then. But you can lower your speed again to get that other ending. Just know that it costs bugs. This guy is going to ask you for 500 bugs. Right, 500 bugs. That's a lot of bugs. And he's going to give you a DVD. The DVD is part of a means to get the code to open not the warehouse, the garage door, I believe. So you come over here and you play the DVD, and you're going to be like, okay, I get a 3 out of that. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to check out the refrigerator door. Notes and photos are attached to the fridge. Clearly that is a 7. So you're going to want to keep track of the number 7, the number 3 that was on the DVD. You're going to want to come back here into the secret passage and find the scaredy cat dog again. He's going to give you a key to the study. And notice that inside the key to the study there is a 4 there. There's something engraved on the key to the study. Well, that was a 4. And come down here to the study, and we have to find a way in to where this dog is to progress the story. So we're going to have to get on the computer here, and notice here we have a note. It's either a 9 or a 6. So now we basically just have to fiddle around with this code until we figure out all the different numbers. So we're going to start with 4, go to 7, and then I believe it's 6-3. So there you go, that's the code. Come in here. First I'm going to get the gas can. That's important. And then we're going to talk to this dog. She has the key to the warehouse, which is where Tommy's med kit is. And we're going to need to talk to her. But before we get the key, we're going to need to find her puppy. So this is where the game takes a turn for the dark side, I guess you could say. We're going to come back up here and talk to the scaredy cat dog. He's going to say, I witnessed the incident of that day from the start to finish. She played around with it as if it were a toy. And he's talking about that furry dog's puppy. Got herself into big trouble. She buried it in the flower pot. So we got to look in the flower pot. And we get the dead puppy item. Alright, so now we have the dead puppy. And, you know, if you play this game for the first time, you're going to be playing for maybe a half hour or 20, I don't know, maybe like 20 minutes. Feels like a long time because you're just collecting bugs and barking and eating dog food, trying to figure out what these dogs are saying. And they're all saying pretty nice things to you. And then all of a sudden it's like dead puppy out of nowhere. And you're like, then it's like, geez, it's like this dog's puppy and this other dog killed it. And you've been doing favors for the other dog. Even flirting with the other dog a little bit. So in this dog simulation, your world just got turned upside down. You're like, what? Murder in dog paradise? Where they feed you every 3 seconds? Well, not every 3, it's probably every like 3 minutes or whatever. So anyway, now I have the key to the warehouse. I can get in the warehouse. There's 3 sacks of dog food down here in the corner. I'm not going to eat them because it takes a while to eat all of that. But if your language level is low, mine is not. Sorry, beat the game. Eat that dog food. So now I have the med kit. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to give it to Tommy. Pass on the first aid medicine. Now she's asking you for oil. So how you get the oil is, well, unfortunately, you have to do a lot of bug collecting, a lot of farting, because the oil is for some reason in the toilet. And you have to talk to James in order to get the oil extractor. James is trying to propose to Tommy, so what he needs to do that is apparently 1,000 bugs. And of course, he needs them from you, so you have to collect 1,000 bugs. So that's why it's a good idea to just continuously fart throughout this game. Luckily, I have a multiplier on my fart skill, so I'm collecting bugs pretty easily, and you get that if you replay the game. So I've replayed this game 3 times, I guess. Almost to 1,000. Kind of tedious. Alright, there we go. We got 1,000 bugs. So now this guy is going to give me the oil pump. I'm going to come over here. And boom. Go to the toilet. You collect some oil into the oil can that you got from the garage where the other dog is locked up. Now, here is where things get interesting, and here's where you can kind of get your different endings and branch off and get those different endings. So in order to get the ending where you die, you have to talk to Tomi and give her the oil so she can make you a gift. She'll make a bomb. Spoiler alert, kind of, she'll make a bomb, and if you take it, it'll kill you. If you don't take it, she'll give it to James, and it'll kill James, and that opens up another ending. One ending, you have to talk to this guy. He's about to die of exhaustion, so depending on whether or not you let him live or die, you can unlock a different ending. To get the best ending, I'll let you in on a secret here, you have to let this guy die for the best ending. But I'm not going for that ending, so I'm just going to be nice. I'm going to stop him from jumping. I'm going to leave a little bit of mystery. We haven't talked about what's behind this door yet, but something magical is behind that door. You need to get through there to get the best ending. Make sure that you adjust your speed accordingly, because depending on your speed, you can get 2 different endings. Right now, I'm going to get the ending where I die. So you give her the oil. She's gonna be like, wait a little bit. But you just bug her until she gives you the toy. So this is how you get the ending where you die. You take the toy, and turns out it's a bomb and a rubber duck. And she says, bye, fool. I mean, it's kind of a funny game. And then she goes on to explain that I made a toy bomb with the materials you got for me. All dogs that covet my food deserve to die. And, I became a dog. And every time you beat the game, your farting ability gets better. So I strongly suggest getting the death ending a couple times. It's the easiest one to get, takes the least amount of time. It'll increase your farting ability. And these are the 5 different endings you can get. So just fiddle around with the different options you can do. But basically, you're going to have to get the duck. You're going to have to get the med kit. And you're going to have to get the oil pretty much every time. And there's a few other things that you can do in there that I didn't mention. But those are the basics. You have to go through that basic set of tasks every time to complete the game in any ending scenario. So anyway, guys, this has been I Became a Dog. It's a really fun game. I enjoyed playing it. Figured I'd show you guys what it's all about. So I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to have more of these videos coming out real soon. And hopefully you'll get something out of them. Maybe you'll find a game you really like, because I only download the games or review the games that I download that I think are really good. So this was one of them. Anyway, guys, have a good day.